What's worse than seeing a character not live up to their potential? How about seeing the character's full potential just to literally never see it again? I mean, never. Well, that's what we're talking about today. And if you haven't figured it out, the character we're talking about today is Megumi Fushiguro from JJK. And for you to understand how I feel about this character, I have to take you back to when we first meet Megumi. Now, this isn't a full breakdown on JJK, but moments and rants about Megumi and his character. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. Now, like I said, I'm not breaking down JJK, but instead, let's go moment by moment. Moment 1, Megumi's introduction. We start off with Megumi looking for a cursed object that will later be revealed as Sukuna's finger. Fast forwarding to Megumi running back to the school with Yuji, and we're introduced to Megumi's ability, well, a little with the demon dogs. And let's take it back. I'm not gonna cap, that was a good little introduction to his ability, right? I can't even lie. And for our first red flag, we got Megumi panicking to save the 2 students. And if Yuji's balls didn't drop and jump through the window, what would have happened? Yes, Megumi one-shotted the curse, but then why was he panicking to begin with? Our second red flag, Megumi senses something coming, and you guessed it, it picked him up and threw him against the wall, which then all leads to Yuji eating the finger and, you know, the Sukuna part. So let's get this right. Megumi first failed to get the finger. 2, hesitated to kill a curse for some reason. 3, got bodied by another curse. 4, lest the curse that he was here to get eaten. Then 5, had to be saved by Gojo? So all in all, this nigga is not only a failure, but he's also the reason this series is even a series. Moment 2, special grade plus Sukuna's fight. Now for this moment, we're in a juvenile detention center looking for cursed energy. We don't know if it's a cursed spirit or if it's just spirits bodying niggas for no reason. And while we're here, we see Yuji wanting to save someone, leading to him and Megumi arguing back and forth. And while that's happening, Nabaru gets snatched and separated from both Megumi and Yuji. And before they can even comprehend what's happening, a curse shows up close and personal. And by Megumi's expression and his worry, this is a special grade. Red flag 1, Megumi started however many years ago, and he seems as if he's never seen a special grade. I mean, he probably never fought one, but to be this stunned, that's diabolical. I mean, Yuji started a couple days ago, and while he was scared, he got moving. Fast forwarding ahead, long story short, Yuji lets Sukuna out to beat the special grade. Then after that, Sukuna waits for Yuji to come back, and Yuji never comes back. And now we're here where Sukuna sneaks up on Megumi. And before fighting, for good precaution, Sukuna pulls Yuji's heart out his body. And yes, here's when I knew. Megumi stood no chance against this black force energy demon standing before him. I mean, this nigga took his heart out with no reaction at all. And we get straight to it. Sukuna is weaving Megumi with his hands in his pocket, over farming to the max. Then he does the most disrespectful thing ever. He tells Megumi how to fight him. Imagine fighting a nigga and you so butt that he coaches you on how to fight him. Then he zips behind him, grabs his shirt, and straight throws this nigga into open space. After that, Sukuna spawned up there and proceeded to hit him through a building. Then he follows that up with a punch through, you guessed it, more buildings. Megumi gets caught by his owl hawk Shikigami, and you guessed it again, that also got bodied. And now we're here. Sukuna starts to examine Megumi's Shikigami technique, and I mean, he was reading this nigga like a book. It was baffling. But then there was something that gave us all hope. Megumi went through some self-reflection, and his inner power was being let out. And it was to the point when they even shook Sukuna. But it's episode 4. They won't show us too much. And just before it started, Yuji came back. And if you remember earlier, Sukuna took Yuji's heart out of his body. So now Yuji collapses in front of Megumi. So let's get this right. 1, Megumi came to get rid of a curse, but could it? So he opted to running and leaving it to Yuji. 2, he has to then fight Sukuna, and as we've seen, get straight bodied. 3, he was going to die but got saved, making this 2 times in a row. First Gojo, now Yuji. Okay, nigga, it's time to pick the pace up. Moment 3, what girls are your type? For this moment, I'm going to keep it nice and short. Megumi and Nobaru run into 3rd-year sorcerers, and we're introduced to another character, Todo Aoi. And he asks Megumi a simple question, and he tells Megumi, depending on your answer, I'm going to beat you within an inch of your life. Excuse me, nigga, the fuck? And I can't even blame Megumi for this since it was just his preference. But that was not going to fly with Todo. And he proceeds to get clotheslined, and it all hits him. Todo is not a human. He doesn't even use curse technique unless they're special grades. That's equivalent to a nigga beating your ass by only weaving and waiting for you to get tired until there's someone that matches equal to him. Going back, there's not really anything for me to say. So I'll just let y'all watch it and see y'all at the end.
Then you're tasting women. I'm not finished with you.
And at the end, we see Megumi snaps. And just like against Sukuna, we see him about to open his latent ability. But then he gets stopped and saved by Panda. Damn, nigga saved 3 times in a row? Certainly there's not a fourth. Moment 4, the battle with the flower. While battling Kamo, their battle gets interrupted by this special grade curse who broke into the fighting grounds named Hanami. And I'm gonna make it simple so we can move on to the last moment. Megumi was banging with Maki against Hanami, but then he got struck by a type of power that eats curse energy. And we see here, Megumi was literally ready to die. And could this be it? The reflection, the build up, the scream, and the stop. Yuji and Toto comes and takes the match on from there. So again, let's break this down. 1, Megumi was getting bodied by Kamo, but I just couldn't find it in myself to hold him to the max like that. 2, he didn't really have any effect on Hanami. And 3, he was ready to throw his life away because he felt that was the only option. Okay, yeah, that's enough of that shit. Our final moment that I love personally, Megumi's peak. Now for this one, let's start here when you found out about Megumi having a sister. But not only that, she was cursed by the same thing like the other people who have been mysteriously killed. But the difference is one thing. She was put under 2 curses. One that puts her to sleep and another one that would kill her calls from the bridge. But in Megumi's case, he can't tell when she'll die since she can't communicate. Learning this, Megumi does the only thing that could be more stupid than telling a DoorDash delivery you too when they say enjoy your meal. He sends Yuji and Nobara home, telling them someone else of higher status is coming. That was obviously a lie. And instead, he tries to go by himself for some odd reason. But Yuji and Nobara didn't fall for it, and they all join up. Then all 3 of them go into what would be the last fight of the season. Now, I'm about to be super fast, so stick with me here. 1, all 3 of them get put into a domain. 2, a bunch of whack-a-moles are everywhere, so they fight them off. 3, Nobara with the classic taken part of the plot happens. 4, Yuji goes to try and save her with 2 other curses. And finally, Megumi matches up with a special grade of his own. But not just any special grade, but the same special grade from back before. This one is different. It's much, much stronger than the other one. And this goes pretty much how you guessed it. Megumi gets straight dogged. And we get a flashback of him training with Gojo, learning that Megumi is so focused on being a team player and risking his life for the cause, but not realizing being a Jujutsu sorcerer is a one-man game. And if he wants to catch up to Yuji, he needs to learn to let go and go all out. And then this is the pump fake we have all been waiting for the entire season. And when I say I felt like a proud father when Megumi hit the smile, I knew it. I knew this was the time my little boy is gonna win MVP. And he won. This shit was great. We finally seen Megumi not only defeat a special grade, but make it look easy. There was no doubt in my mind that we wouldn't see this performance again. And in season 2, oh yeah, we saw some alright. I mean, even after the talk about not giving your life, he proceeds to never go to that same mode that he did at the end of season 1. And to top it off, he gave his life anyway. What the hell? Even though it doesn't seem like it, I like Megumi's character. I just feel it was crazy to show us how easy it was for him to beat a special grade, but couldn't at least hold or tap into that same shit for this nigga. I mean, he was ready to throw his whole life away for this nigga. But that aside, Megumi genuinely just got hold. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see me watch anime episodes, I have a channel for that called Keyshawn Anime. Link in the description. Right now, there's nothing on there depending on when you're watching this. But if you go to the Patreon, you'll find the uncut reactions to a lot of other anime. Also, Danadon, Sakamoto Days, Gachiakudo, One Piece, only for $1. Again, depending on when you're watching this. With that, I'll see y'all next upload. Go watch One Piece. I don't care if it's a JK vid. Go watch it. Wait, bro, where are you going? Okay, bet you're lost.